The 2015 Rugby World Cup is scheduled to be the 8th Rugby World Cup, the quadrennial Rugby Union World Championship. The tournament is scheduled to be hosted by England from September 18 to October 31, 2015. Twickenham Stadium will host the final. England was chosen to host the competition in July 2009, beating rival bids from Italy, Japan and South Africa. 4 countries submitted formal bids to host the tournament, with England being recommended by the competition's organisers to the International Rugby Board. RWCL chairman Bernard Lapasset revealed the result on July 28, 2009 at IRB headquarters. Bids, submission of interest. The International Rugby Board requested that any member unions wishing to host this tournament or the 2019 Rugby World Cup should indicate their interest by August 15, 2008. This would be purely to indicate interest. No details had to be provided at this stage. A record 10 unions indicated formal interest in hosting the 2015 and or the 2019 events: Australia, England, Ireland, Italy, Jamaica, Japan, Russia, Scotland, South Africa and Wales. Argentina had been reported in early 2008 as having given preliminary consideration to bidding, but did not ultimately formally indicate an interest in bidding. Of the 10 nations that had expressed formal interest, many withdrew their candidacy in early 2009. Jamaica was the first to withdraw its candidacy. Russia withdrew in February 2009 to concentrate on bidding for the 2013 Rugby World Cup Sevens. Australia and Ireland withdrew in spring 2009 due to financial reasons. Scotland withdrew in April 2009 after they were unable to secure co-hosting partners for the tournament. Wales was the last nation to officially pull out after they failed to submit a bid by May 8, 2009, but Wales backed England's bid and some games will be played at Cardiff's Millennium Stadium. Final bids. The final nations that bid for the right to host the 2015 Rugby World Cup were England, Japan, South Africa and Italy. 4 confirmed bids was a record number for the Rugby World Cup. On July 28, 2009, the International Rugby Board confirmed that England would host the 2015 Rugby World Cup, and Japan would host the 2019 event. The IRB voted 16-10 in favour of approving the recommendation from Rugby World Cup Limited that England and Japan should be named hosts. England. In September 2007, The Guardian reported that the Rugby Football Union had decided to submit a bid. BBC News reported in February 2009 that the intent was for a solo bid from the RFU, but with the possibility of some matches being played in Scotland, Wales or Ireland. It was hoped that the 2015 World Cup would add to Britain's decade of sport. It was also claimed that the bid had a very strong chance of success due to the IRB's belief that the 2011 tournament might make a loss, therefore making it particularly important to ensure a profit, which was considered a strong point of England's proposed bid. The chief executive of the Rugby Football Union, Francis Barron, said that the tournament will target sales of 3 million tickets. England's package was projected to generate £300 million for the IRB, £220 million in commercial returns from broadcasting, sponsorship and merchandising, and the £80 million tournament fee. Italy stated its desire to host, and an Italian bid to host the Rugby World Cup in 2015 or 2019 was confirmed on July 20, 2008. Italy declared that it wanted to host for the enlargement of the frontiers of our sport. It was a slogan relevant to the then current landscape of World Cup rugby, given that 2007 was the first time that the Rugby World Cup was hosted primarily by a non-English speaking country. The Italian bid offered the largest cities and stadiums in the country and promised a fast domestic train system to ensure visitors easy access to the games and between cities. The Italian Rugby Federation also included the importance of the history of Italy, the population and the growth of rugby since Italy joined the Six Nations in 2000 as reasons for hosting a World Cup. Rugby had been growing increasingly popular in Italy in recent years, with improved crowds at both international matches and the domestic national championship of excellence competition. The FIR referred to the success of the 2007 Rugby World Cup in France as a key for why it should host. Fans from England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales and other European countries went to matches in France in large numbers, and Italy was therefore predicted to receive a large number of visitors. The Stadio Olimpico in Rome had been proposed as the venue to host the final and the first match of the tournament. Milan and Naples were included as the other large venues. The entire list was a selection of large stadiums spread across the country. Stade var copyright Le Drôme in Marseille, France was also included as the 10th proposed venue. Japan. The Japan Rugby Football Union officially submitted its tender to the International Rugby Board in May 2009. Japan was seen as a favorite to host after finishing runner-up in the bidding for the 2011 event. Japan was seen as having a lot to offer rugby's growth in Asia. Its population of 127 million, its large economy, and its ability to place rugby before a new Asian audience made it a front-runner for hosting rights. Furthermore, rugby in Japan has developed a following, and with 126,000 registered players, Japan has more players than some of the Six Nations. Japan's top league is a showcase for Japanese rugby, and there is excitement about Japan's entry into the RWC. Japan's experience in co-hosting the 2002 FIFA World Cup was seen as a boost, with Japan already possessing the necessary stadiums and infrastructure. South Africa. The South African Rugby Union had confirmed its intent to bid for the 2015 tournament, and in May 2009 South Africa delivered its application to the International Rugby Board. South Africa has previously made an unsuccessful bid to host the 2011 RWC. The strengths of a South African bid would be that it is in the same time zone as Europe, the wealthiest television market from a rugby perspective, that South Africa were the current World Cup holders, that they had successfully hosted the 1995 Rugby World Cup, and that they were in the process of building large new stadiums for the then upcoming 2010 FIFA World Cup. Venues. After England were appointed tournament hosts on July 28, 2009, the proposed stadia for the tournament were revealed. The final venues were confirmed, along with the tournament's schedule, on May 2, 2013. 12 of the stadia are located in England while the Millennium Stadium is in Wales. In 2011 the IRB approved the use of the Millennium Stadium, despite being outside of the host country, due to its capacity and strategic location. Out of the 13 venues, 2 are dedicated rugby union grounds. 2 are national rugby stadiums. 1 is multi-purpose and the remainder are association football grounds. Proposed venues that did not make the final selection were the Stadium of Light in Sunderland, Coventry's Ricoh Arena, St Mary's Stadium in Southampton, Pride Park Stadium in Derby, Anfield in Liverpool and Bristol's Ashton Gate. In April 2013 Old Trafford was withdrawn from consideration by its owners, Manchester United FC, citing commitments to hosting Rugby League and its grand final and concerns about pitch degradation. The RWCL then approached neighbouring Manchester City about leasing their home stadium as a replacement. City agreed to let their stadium be used for the tournament but only for 1 match due to footballing commitments, down from the original 3 which were to be played at Old Trafford. The Etihad Stadium, as it is known for football sponsorship purposes, will be called Manchester City Stadium by organisers for the duration of the tournament. Qualifying. As the host nation, England qualify automatically, as do all of the teams that finished in the top 3 of their pool at the 2011 Rugby World Cup. The qualification process for the remaining teams incorporates existing regional competitions such as the European Nations Cup. Qualified teams, a total of 20 teams will play in the final tournament. The following 19 teams have already qualified, with 1 more place yet to be decided. Warm-up matches. Pool stage, the first round, or pool stage, sees the 20 teams divided into 4 pools of 5 teams, using the same format that was used in 2003, 2007 and in 2011. The pool stage draw was conducted at the Tate Modern on December 3, 2012 at 15 Greenwich Mean Time, and divided the 12 automatic qualifiers into 3 bands according to their place in the most recent IRB World Rankings. The bands are as follows. Note, in brackets are preceding rankings, Band 1, New Zealand, South Africa, Australia, France, Band 2, England, Ireland, Samoa, Argentina, Band 3, Wales, Italy, Tonga, Scotland, Band 4, Oceania 1, Europe 1, Asia 1, Americas 1, Band 5, Africa 1, Europe 2, Americas 2, playoff winner. Each pool is a single round robin of 10 games, in which each team plays one match against each of the other teams in the same pool. Teams are awarded 4 points for a win, 2 points for a draw and none for a defeat. A team scoring 4 or more tries in one match will score a bonus point, as will a team that loses by 7 points or fewer. The teams finishing in the top 2 of each pool will advance to the quarter-finals. The top 3 teams of each pool will receive automatic qualification to the 2019 Rugby World Cup. Pool A, Pool B, Pool C, Pool D. Knockout stage. Quarter-finals. Semi-finals. Bronze final. Final. Media coverage. ITV Sport will be the UK and worldwide host broadcaster for the 2015 event, having signed a deal in 2011 to broadcast the 2011 and 2015 RWCL tournaments. ITV won the rights after outbidding rivals including the BBC and Sky Sports. It will show every match from the tournament live in the UK on ITV and ITV4. It has rights to stream the matches online at itv.com and also broadcast highlights online. ITV has broadcast every World Cup tournament since 1991. In Ireland, TV3 and sister channel 3E will broadcast the matches. Ticket prices were announced in November 2013 with general sale applications launching in September 2014. Adult ticket prices start at £15 for pool matches and children's tickets will be available from £7 at 41 of the 48 matches. Tickets for the World Cup final range from £150 to £715. Notes. References. External links, official website, the IRB official site.